1. Rejecting Buddhism in his youth and awakening to monastic life. Master Yin Guang, honored as the 13th patriarch of the Pure Land School, was praised by the renowned monk Master Hong Yi as a figure unmatched in the last 300 years. Born Zhao Shaoyi in Hang, Shaanxi Province, Yin Guang Master referred to himself as a monk who is constantly ashamed. He was born into a wealthy family but suffered from an eye disease at birth, only able to open his eyes after 6 months. As a child, his eye condition healed naturally, and he went on to study Confucian classics with his elder brother, displaying remarkable intelligence. In his youth, he was deeply influenced by the works of Chengzhu Neo-Confucianism and the anti-Buddhist thoughts of Han Yu and Yangzhu, becoming a staunch atheist who often criticized Buddhism as heresy. However, in his teenage years, Zhao Shaoyi fell ill and was bedridden for several years. By chance, he came into contact with Buddhism and read extensively on its teachings, leading him to deeply regret his previous rebellion against the sacred path. He decided to reform himself, abandon his previous ways, and devote himself entirely to the recitation of Buddha's name. Miraculously, his health recovered. In 1881, at the age of 21, Zhao Shaoyi, during a heavy snowfall, traveled alone to the Lianhua Cave Monastery on Mount Zhongnan in Xi'an and was ordained as a monk, taking the Dharma name Shengliang and the courtesy name YinGuang. From then on, he dedicated his life to spreading the Dharma and protecting sentient beings. However, just over 2 months after his ordination, his elder brother visited the monastery, informing him that their mother was ill and urgently needed him at home. Though filled with doubt, Yin Guang decided to return home out of concern for his mother. Upon entering the family home, relatives quickly stripped him of his monk's robes and dressed him in secular clothes. To his surprise, his parents were sitting in the hall, healthy and unharmed. His father scolded him for violating ancestral traditions, while his mother tearfully begged him to stay. Faced with their words, Yin Guang remained silent, offering no argument. Afterwards, he was closely watched. One day, while attending a family banquet with his brother, he unexpectedly tasted a piece of meat, breaking his vow. This act led his family to gradually reduce their surveillance. Finally, one day, while alone at home, Yin Guang saw an opportunity. Instead of fleeing immediately, he respectfully consulted the I Ching for guidance. The oracle predicted, "Brightly resides in a position of fortune, the caged bird escapes its confines." Without hesitation, he packed his belongings and left his worldly home, never looking back. Yin Guang's path to monastic life was fraught with resistance, yet he steadfastly adhered to his ideals. In the face of adversity, he never wavered and ultimately fulfilled his aspiration to spread the Dharma and save sentient beings. 2. Astonishing supernatural abilities. The renowned scholar Qin Wu documented his own extraordinary experience with Master Yin Guang in his work Late Learnings of a Blind Man. During the Second Sino-Japanese War, Chen Mu visited Lingyan Mountain in Suzhou. As the Lunar New Year approached, most of the monks had left the temple, leaving only a cook and Master Yin Guang. On New Year's Eve, Master Yin Guang gave a few hundred coins to the cook. After the New Year's meal, the cook said goodbye and left. Master Yin Guang remarked, "You will return tonight." The cook replied, "Once I go home, I won't return until tomorrow morning," and departed. Halfway down the mountain, the cook was robbed of his money by a bandit. Thinking it better to return to the temple since his money was gone, the cook did just that and reported the incident to Master Yin Guang. The master reassured him, saying, "Don't worry, your money will return." That night, the bandit, unable to descend the mountain due to the late hour, came to the temple seeking shelter. When the cook opened the door and saw the bandit, he exclaimed, "So, you brought back my money?" The bandit initially didn't recognize the cook but soon realized who he was. He asked to meet the head monk, knelt, and begged to be allowed to shave his head and become a monk. Master Yin Guang advised him to return home and live a good life. This story quickly spread, and people marveled at Master Yin Guang's supernatural abilities, flocking to the temple to pay their respects. 3. Breaking tradition to accept Master Hong Yi as a disciple. Master Hong Yi, one of the 4 great monks of the Republic of China, is regarded as the 11th patriarch of the Nanshan Vinaya school. Born Li Shetong, he was also the creator of the famous song Farewell Outside the Pavilion, By the Old Road, Green Grass Connects to the Sky, and a pioneer in modern Chinese literature, art, and calligraphy. The special connection between Master Yin Guang and Master Hong Yi is widely known in Buddhist circles. Master Hong Yi once said, Among contemporary enlightened ones, the only one I truly respect is Master Yin Guang. Initially, Master Hongyi sought to take refuge under Master Yin Guang, but Master Yin Guang refused. Determined, Master Hongyi burned incense on his arm before the Buddha, praying for the compassion and blessing of the Triple Gem, and wrote a letter expressing his sincerity, but was still denied. It wasn't until his later years that Master Hongyi finally fulfilled his wish to take refuge under Master Yin Guang, describing that day as a joy and blessing I had never experienced before. Master Hongyi was the only disciple Master Yin Guang ever accepted against tradition. During the 7 days Master Hongyi spent serving his teacher after the ceremony, Master Yin Guang's strict and disciplined lifestyle deeply influenced him, setting a model for his future practice. For instance, after each meal, Master Yin Guang would either lick the bowl clean, leave a piece of bun to wipe the dish clean before eating it, or pour water into the bowl, rinse it thoroughly, use the water to rinse his mouth, and finally drink it, ensuring not a single grain of food was wasted. Master Hongyi was renowned for his elegant and free-flowing cursive script, but Master Yin Guang advised, if you want to sever afflictions and the cycle of birth and death, save sentient beings, and attain Buddhahood, how can you treat copying sutras as a child's play? These words profoundly impacted Master Hongyi, leading him to adjust his script when copying sutras under Master Yin Guang's guidance. Through meticulous effort, Master Hongyi's calligraphy eventually earned the title of Buddhist script.